This is not the 2024 plan. This is the January 2024 plan. First, I want to keep things really, really practical, really concrete, and share what we are planning for January. First, something we call one-click compliance. Compliance, not always the most exciting, the sexiest idea, but we're making compliance cool and we're making compliance fun, believe it or not. We will release the first AI-powered compliance engine ever. It is amazing. It will take the most non-compliant posts, and before you share them online, we will help fix them. We will help you make your post compliant with FTC guidelines, with company policies, basically so you stay out of trouble and safeguard your company's reputation. It is so easy. You can do it in one click. And I'm going to show you how this is going to work. Let's say that you start with a horrible post like this. Just 1 month, and I'm already driving my dream car thanks to this amazing opportunity. Earning more than I ever did in my full-time job. Want to be like me? It's super easy, no experience. DM me and let's get started. Hashtag easy money. Obviously, that's not a compliant post, but watch this. Look how easy this is. I'm just going to click the new compliance check button, and our trained AI engine will analyze instantly, will analyze the risk level. Obviously, this is high risk. It will also suggest areas for improvement. Income claims, right? Avoid making specific income claims and promises of wealth. Include a clear earnings disclaimer. Results may vary. Ensure representation of the business opportunity is realistic. Remove any language that creates unwanted urgency or implies limited availability. Not only that, though, it will actually automatically rewrite that non-compliant post in a compliant way. And all you need to do is click the update as suggested. And now you have a compliant version of that post. I'm grateful for the progress I've made in just 1 month with this new business venture. Being dedicated and learning every day has brought me rewards I didn't expect. If you're looking for a change and are ready to learn, reach out to me. Hashtag goal setting, hashtag personal growth. Okay, so that's concept number one. Let's keep moving. We are bringing the STAR system to our mobile app. If you don't have the mobile app, give it a try. You can find it for iPhone, for Android in the App Store or on Google Play. Just search for NowSite and it's there. But we are taking the core features of our product and we are making them easier than ever on mobile. So you can be self-confident, trustworthy, authentic, relatable. Our three-step STAR system from your mobile device. And it's going to look like this. Okay. Post, step one. Step two, comment on post. Step three, start a conversation. Right there on the home screen, you are one click away now from the surprise me button. You're one click from commenting. You're one click from starting new conversations or using our amazing help me reply. We're also, and this is thanks to your feedback. Many of you want to be able to train your AI not only from desktop, but you want to be able to train your AI more on mobile. So we're adding that capability as well. So look, we already guarantee that if you use the STAR system for 30 days, you will double your results on social media. Now we're going to make it easier than ever. So STAR system on mobile coming in January. All right, so that's idea number two. Oh, this one is awesome. Okay. Well, they're all awesome, but I'm personally really excited about this. As you train your AI, you are able to adjust your writing style using the sliders, in more emojis or more humor or friendlier or whatever. But we want to help you, we want to give you the ability to fine tune your own authentic writing style even more. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to be releasing to you in the next couple of weeks. Let's say, for example, that you start with a post like this. The key to achieving your goals is to never give up. Every success story starts with a dream and courage to pursue it. Hashtag never give up. Okay, that's cool. Like, that's pretty good, right? But maybe it's not exactly your perfect, authentic writing style. So here's what you're going to be able to do. You will still be able to adjust the sliders in the writing style. So, more emojis, more capitalization, more humor, etc. But we're adding special instructions, right? So you are able to soon describe your ideal communication style. So here's an example, okay? Maybe your authentic tone, maybe you want to sound like Oprah. Sure, why not? That's not for everyone, but for some people, they would that is the tone that feels most authentic to them. That's how they want to portray themselves on social media in their writing style. So some people out there may say, yeah, that sounds pretty great. I want to sound like Oprah. Okay. So you click generate. Then the AI will will provide you with descriptors of that style: empathetic, inspirational, conversational, thought-provoking, empowering, to describe that tone or that style that's so characteristic of Oprah. Okay, you can add to it, you can delete it, you can add whatever adjectives you want until it is truly how you want to come across on social media. Okay. And then when we go back to that original post, just to remind you, the key to achieving your goals is to never give up. Every success story starts with a dream and the courage to pursue it. But now with that new refined, fine-tuned writing style, it would sound more like this. The key to realizing your dreams and goals lies in never surrendering. Remember, every extraordinary success story begins with a heartfelt dream and the drive and determination to chase after it. Hashtag dream big, hashtag never give up, right? More inspirational, more empowering, more heartfelt, right? Exactly like Oprah herself might write a post like this. So that ability to make those very subtle changes to your writing style to make it perfectly authentic to you, that's also something that we're working on, actually close to completing. Awesome. Let's move on. Oh, my AI will work in any language. Today, we have it working in, I think, 20 or 25 different languages, but we are getting requests for dozens and dozens more languages. So in January, it will, for example, also work in Armenian and Icelandic and Korean and Portuguese, Vietnamese, even Yiddish, and about 110 or 120 more languages. Every major language will be enabled on my AI in the month of January. So if you've got teammates, or if you yourself are, your language is not currently in that list, it definitely will be next month. Next, improve my social posts. Okay, I love this one too. It's hard for me to pick a favorite, but very soon you will be able to pick your favorite. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Improve my social posts. Imagine you have an idea for a post, okay, but it's not a very refined idea, and you just kind of jotted some notes down. All right, here's an example. Complete boredom this weekend. Did absolutely nothing worth mentioning. Just one of those days where you stare at the wall, wondering if anyone else's life is as dull as mine sometimes. Like, I think we can all agree that is a terrible post. Here's what we're going to help you do. We're going to help you improve your posts. So if you write something and you're not super happy with it, you're just going to be able to click an optimize button, and we are building a AI trained social media expert engine. Okay, you're going to click optimize. And first of all, it's the social media expert is going to give you a score. This one's pretty low, of course. It's going to suggest areas for improvement, sort of like the compliance engine, but this one is geared at social media engagement. Okay, how to make this post better. For example, tonality. This post conveys a sense of boredom and negativity that could be off-putting to your audience. Message clarity. While it's clear you had a dull weekend, the message may not resonate well with your audience. Engagement. The current post does not encourage positive interaction. Actionability. There's no clear call to action for your readers to engage with, right? So obvious problems with this post. And of course, it will suggest a better, more engaging, more positive version of that. And it will even pick a fantastic image. So instead of that dull post that's going to be a total flop, now we have found myself with a rare quiet weekend at home, a real change of pace, decided to embrace the calm and recharge. I'm curious, how do you make the most of those slow days? Anyone discover a new book or start a new home project? Let's share some stay-at-home inspiration. Hashtag lazy weekend, hashtag homebody life, weekend vibes, self-care with a fantastic image to go along with it. And hey, not only can you use this with your own posts, but let's say you're with a company and the company that you're with gives you, 10 like head office approved social media posts for you. They may not sound like you, they may come across a little dry, they may not have that, your particular personality. What you'll be able to do is take those corporate posts, enter them into this tool and optimize them to make them more engaging, written in your unique tone and style. Basically, just improve the post that head office is giving you without making them non-compliant and without losing kind of the core messaging of those posts. So that's also another amazing feature we're working on. This one I know is going to be a big hit too. Being able to save your social posts. So let's say you come up with a fantastic post, but you don't want to post it just yet. Or maybe, let's say you've got an hour on a Sunday afternoon and you want to create a whole week or a whole month worth of posts because you've got some time to do it. Well, very soon you will be able to click that save button and save your draft posts for later. We are also going to build notifications to remind you when it's time to post those drafts that you have. We're going to make these posts searchable. So if there's a post that you liked it from 2 months ago and you want to find it, you're going to have access to that. And soon after, not this isn't going to happen in January, but soon you're actually going to have your AI become your social media campaign manager. And it's going to build 30 days worth of posts automatically for you. So that's coming soon. But we're going to start with being able to save posts in January. Finally, and this is the last one. So I think that's 7. Okay. Finally, we are dramatically enhancing the CRM to make it way more useful, way more functional, way more flexible. Okay. So you can get the most out of your contacts and your opportunities. Things that we're doing, improve follow-ups, being able to automatically set follow-ups with reminders. We also have a concept, thanks to our friends at Contact Mapping. We acquired that company back in June. A concept that they pioneered called rotations of remember. So custom follow-up schedules for different prospects, for different customers, so that you never lose touch with all those important people. Advanced search inside the contact section, being able to search by age, being able to search by location, being able to build custom lists. That's coming soon as well, and special dates. So beyond birthdays, maybe anniversaries, maybe work anniversaries, whatever dates are important to your prospects that you want to be reminded of, you're going to be able to do that too. Is what we have planned, not for all of 2024. But for the next, 4 or 5 weeks or so. Eric AI, this is a this is something that we've been working towards
Mhm.
in stages for 6 months, 7 months, maybe more. Um, it so what we've done so far is um, overcome some pretty significant limitations with ChatGPT. Um, we've built our own infinitely large long-term memory. ChatGPT doesn't have an infinitely large long-term memory. It's a incredible engine, but it just doesn't remember that much information. So we built that, we deployed that in the Help Me Reply feature, we deployed it in our support engine, but we've been kind of building towards doing something truly jaw-dropping amazing. And that's what this Eric AI project or feature, I don't even know what to call it. It is so, I mean, this is unlike anything I've ever seen. I've never heard of anything like this. Um, it is the most ambitious, thing from we've ever done from a technical standpoint. Um, and for you out there, it is going to be so helpful, and it's going to be, I think, the most magical, piece of technology you've ever used. Now that's a bit like big claim, right? Okay, so better back it up. We're going to be talking a lot more about this, but I just want to give you a bit of a sense of what this thing is. We are, as Eric said, we are training it on, pretty much everything that Eric's ever said out loud, or in print. So books and videos and GoPro over the years and private training sessions that he's done. So um, we're giving it its Eric's unique tone and style and personality. And the first thing that you're going to intuitively understand is that you will be able to chat with it and ask it anything. I'm having a problem with my team, or I'm having an issue with this prospect. What should I say? So, um, any challenge, any question that you have, you're going to be able to ask Eric AI inside the NowSite platform. But that really is just the beginning of um, how mind blowing this is. Um, I think the thing that I'm maybe most excited. Well, no, the thing I'm second most excited about. Okay, uh, I see every day. I mean, Eric, you said you did 500 posts in the last, or 500 posts in the last 30 days, something like that, 28 days. But there are all of these ideas and concepts and pearls of wisdom and questions, provocative questions, engaging, ideas that he shares in video form, or in text form, or on Instagram or on Facebook. And, you know, my interaction with them is I like them. Maybe I comment, but man, I would love to be able to to actually have a conversation about that idea with Eric. So when he asks you on Instagram, hey, everyone, what's your plan for 2024? Have you set your goals for 2024 yet? Right now, I'm limited to commenting yes, no, or not yet. But what you're going to be able to do with Eric AI is when he asks that question, have you set your goals for 2024 yet? You're going to be able to say, well, no, I haven't. And he's going to reply back and say, well, would you like some help? So what this is going to do, it's going to allow all of us to actually engage with all of these, daily, pearls of wisdom and ideas and concepts and questions that he's asking, and turn those posts into deep, meaningful conversations where I can really kind of talk to Eric about my 2024 goals, and go back and forth until I have a resolution, until I've figured out that, the answer to this question that he posed. So That's remarkable, right? It is in a way a new way of even thinking about engagement in social media and learning. And it breaks all the rules of what we're kind of used to. But now, what if I told you that it wasn't just a written discussion? What if, because look, the technology is moving so quickly, what if it was a voice conversation that we could have? What if we could speak my voice, Eric's voice, conversation? But what if it was more than that? What if it was a live video conversation that we could have? And what if that could happen 24 hours a day? And what if Eric spoke 120 different languages? I mean, how it's I can't even put into words how impactful and unbelievably helpful that could be. And this sounds like science fiction. I get it. But that it is not impossible that we won't be able to release an Eric AI trained on everything he's ever said with, but and for you to be able to interact with it with voice, with video in the next 30 or 40 days. That's how quickly the technology is moving, and I mean that's how and this is why I'm so excited. I'm almost speechless when I talk about it. It's incredibly ambitious. It's almost magical. I've never seen a tool like a project like this executed, and we are going to be the first people in the world to bring this to life. So stay tuned. It's it's uh it's going to be incredible. So anyway, thank you. That's enough for me.
We're the team's working to load it as much as possible, but it helps me. It makes me happy because my biggest constraint myself personally is time. But I want you to think about this for a tool of how to help network marketers around the world in every language, how I can and how this technology can. But then I want you to think about also there's many, many great leaders that are on this Zoom right now doing the same thing in your company, doing the same thing for your people, building the same thing to be able to reach your communities and have them have access to you in real time. And it's weird. It's almost like a better version of you because if you've been doing this a long time, there's stuff that you forgot that was really good. And this won't forget. It'll take those pieces and remember them and pass them on. We get stuck in our little, DJ of, I don't know, like a jukebox. Somebody asks a point or asks a question and you respond with how you answer now. But if you answered a little bit differently 5 years ago and there's one little story or there's one little thing that you threw in there that you forgot about, that'll bring value to that as well. So this is like Black Mirror shit. It's pretty wild what it's going to do, but I think as all tools, they can be used for good and they can be used for bad. We're just going to put guardrails around and make sure it's used for good. And inside of this platform, especially, but it is an indicator of what's to come. Takes a bit of work. Our team's working to load all of this data, all this information, all this knowledge. But what's exciting to me, just on a small side note, when I'm gone, how much I'd like to have a Jim Rohn to chat with. I was watching Jim Rohn last night on an old video from 1992 when I was 28. And it'd be pretty cool to have a conversation with Mr. Rohn about what's going on, what I'm working on, what's happening, and you could kind of do that. I mean, it's within our reach. Or Jesse Lee Ward, imagine that, creating that with all of the content that we have around that. So, or any of you, think about how this frees you up to do more duplication, frees you up to be more productive with income producing activity, frees you up to not have to answer silly questions 8 million trillion times. It'll just free you up to be able to have more reach. So I'm excited about this. Get the biggest package you can get and do as much as you can do. If you don't have a team, you probably don't need the top, but it wouldn't hurt to go figure all that stuff out. So that's one, is if you started 30 days ago, it ends after 30 days, goes into paid. But if a new person signs up today, they will have 30 days from today. Okay. So everybody that's had 30 days for the last 30 days, you're not going to get another 30 days. Your payment's going to start. Okay. Fair is fair. They can't do it for free for forever. But if you have people on your team, bring them in, let them do what they need to do, and try out the program. The other thing is